Ladies and gentlemen,
I
let me
choose
start with a
growth.
simple truth. Most people don't fail because they aim too low. They fail
Opportunities
because they live
are
too
everywhere.
random. They wake up without direction, work without strategy, and dream without discipline. And then they wonder why life doesn't change. Now ask yourself something honestly. Why do two people start from the same place with the same education, the same time in a day, and the same opportunities, yet one rises year after year while the other stays stuck year after year? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's not background. It's habit. Success is not an event you attend once in life. It's a lifestyle you practice daily. The ultra-successful don't wait for motivation to arrive. They build routines that move them forward even on tired days, confused days, and uncomfortable days. Most people want the reward of success, but they avoid the process of success. They admire the results, but ignore the repetitions that create those results. Think about it. You don't become strong by lifting once, you become strong by lifting daily. In the same way, you don't become successful by wishing once, you become successful by acting consistently. In this message, you're going to discover the habits that reshape your thinking, control your time, sharpen your skills, and raise your personal standards. These are not theories. These are practical disciplines that separate average lives from extraordinary futures. If you stay with me until the end, you will not just feel inspired, you will understand how to redesign your daily routine, upgrade your mindset, and turn small actions into unstoppable momentum. Because here's the truth, your future is not decided by chance, it is decided by choice. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the journey into the success habits of the ultra-successful and how you can start living them today. Ultra-successful people understand a powerful truth. Life doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to thinking. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner conversation. If your mind is uncontrolled, your future becomes unpredictable. Every day, the world competes for your attention. Social media, news, friends, problems, comparison, all of it wants space in your head. Most people allow anything to enter, but the ultra-successful become gatekeepers of their mind. They ask, is this useful or is this noise? Instead of waking up and checking drama, they wake up and check direction. They feed their mind with purpose before they feed it with entertainment. Because whatever dominates your thinking eventually dominates your behavior. They also train their self-talk. The average person says, it's too hard, maybe later. The ultra-successful ask better questions. How can I? What skill do I need? What's the next step? Their language programs their confidence. They don't deny fear, they manage it. They don't avoid doubt, they replace it with preparation. Confidence is not emotion, it is evidence created by action. Your mind is like soil. If you plant excuses, you grow hesitation. If you plant discipline, you grow execution. That's why success always starts inside before it shows outside. Ultra-successful people protect their mental environment the same way they protect their money. They limit toxic influences, negative conversations, and constant comparison. Because comparison steals clarity and pressure destroys focus. When you control your mind, you stop reacting and start directing. Before you can lead your career, your finances, your relationships, you must lead your thinking. Master the mind and the rest begins to follow. Everyone receives the same 24 hours, but not everyone builds the same future. The difference is not time, it is how time is used. Ultra-successful people don't live randomly, they live intentionally. Most people let the day attack them. Messages, emails, problems, distractions decide the schedule. But the ultra-successful decide first what matters most, then allow the rest to fit around it. They understand something simple: being busy is not being productive. You can work all day and still go nowhere. They schedule progress, they block time for learning, planning, execution, and reflection. They treat important tasks like appointments with their future. They also respect small minutes. 10 focused minutes every day becomes power over months. 30 minutes of skill practice becomes mastery over years. They compound effort instead of consuming time. While others scroll, they study. While others wait, they work. While others react, they build. They ask strong questions. Is this activity moving me forward? Is this building my value? Is this worth my life minutes? Because time is not money, time is life. You can earn money again, you can never earn a day back. Ultra-successful people don't try to control time. They control themselves inside time. When your schedule has purpose, your life gains momentum. Control your hours and you start controlling your outcomes. Most people choose comfort first and regret later. Ultra-successful people choose discipline first and freedom later. Growth lives where comfort ends. The average person waits to feel motivated. The ultra-successful move without permission from emotion. They act on commitment, not mood. They wake up early when the bed feels good. They work when excuses feel reasonable. They practice when quitting feels easier. They understand success is not built in big moments. It's built in boring consistency. Every skill starts uncomfortable. Every business starts uncertain. Every leader starts awkward. But the ultra-successful don't quit during the ugly phase. They stay long enough for struggle to turn into strength. They don't ask, is this easy? They ask, is this necessary? Discipline becomes their advantage. Comfort whispers later. Discipline answers now. Temporary pain builds permanent pride. When you do what's hard today, life becomes easier tomorrow. When you avoid what's hard today, life becomes harder tomorrow. Ultra-successful people don't fear discomfort. They use it as training. The gym hurts before it helps. The study hurts before it pays. The effort hurts before it rewards. But discipline compounds. Do the difficult things early and you'll live an easier life later. Ultra-successful people never believe they have arrived. They stay students of improvement. The world changes fast. Technology shifts. Careers evolve. Markets transform. If you stop learning, you slowly become irrelevant. They invest in their mind before they spend on lifestyle. Courses, book mentors, practice. Growth becomes a habit, not a hobby. Most people repeat the same year 10 times. Ultra-successful people build a new version of themselves every year. They ask, what skill increases my value? What knowledge separates me? What ability future-proofs me? They don't fear competition. They become better than it. Instead of worrying about automation, they build creativity. Instead of fearing AI, they develop strategy, leadership, and problem solving. Your income rarely exceeds your development. If you want bigger results, you must become bigger in capability. Learning is no longer optional, it's survival. Ultra-successful people treat growth like oxygen. They don't pause because life is busy. They grow because life is competitive. When you upgrade yourself, the world upgrades its response to you. Don't wait for opportunity. Become valuable enough that opportunity looks for you. Your environment quietly shapes your behavior. Ultra-successful people design their surroundings with intention. They choose their circle carefully. They don't stay around people who complain, gossip, and settle. They stay around people who challenge standards and demand growth. They control what enters their eyes and ears. Because what you consume mentally becomes how you think emotionally. If your environment is lazy, your discipline weakens. If your environment is ambitious, your effort rises. They organize their space. Remove distractions. Create places where focus feels natural, not forced. They also seek mentors instead of mirrors. People who stretch them instead of comfort them. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your environment. Change your room, change your media, change your circle, and behavior changes automatically. Ultra-successful people don't beg life to improve. They redesign the space they live in. When your environment supports your mission, progress becomes easier. Failure stops average people. It sharpens ultra-successful people. They don't see mistakes as identity. They see them as instruction. Instead of saying, I failed, they say, I learned. Every setback becomes data. Every loss becomes training. Every disappointment becomes direction. While others quit, they adjust. While others blame, they build. While others retreat, they refine. They understand confidence is not built only from wins. Success is not avoiding failure. It's mastering response. They ask, what did this teach me? What must improve? What's the next move? Pain becomes preparation. Ultra-successful people don't let failure define them. They let it design them. And when struggle becomes strategy, success eventually becomes inevitable.